Hello, I'm Nikit. Now I'm going to discuss about shift-reduce parsing. Shift-reduce parsing is a bottom-up parsing. So in general, in a bottom-up parsing, we consider the input string and we apply the production rules in reverse. So that we finally reduce a complete input string to the star symbol of the grammar. And now I'm going to implement the shift-reduce parsing by using this grammar on a string. But this grammar is having a left recursion. But in bottom-up parsing, there is no need to eliminate left recursion. Now I'm going to discuss about algorithmic solution of shift-reduce parsing. So in shift-reduce, at the initial state, the stack will be empty. So only dollar will be in the stack. And the string which is followed by a dollar is given as the input. String is nothing but the input string. In the final state or the acceptance state, the stack will be having only a star symbol and the input should be completely exhausted. And the operations such as shift, reduce, accept, and error are performed throughout the parsing. And the shift is nothing but pushing the input symbol to the top of the stack. And in reduce, there is a handle, which is nothing but a string. It will be reduced to the LHS of a production rule. And the input is completely exhausted and the stack is having a star symbol. Then the string is accepted. That means it is valid string. And if there is any invalid input, then it gives error. That means it is an invalid string. Now I'm going to discuss an example. So the string that I have taken is d plus d star d, and at the initial state only dollar will be in the stack, and the input d plus d star d, which should be followed by dollar, is given as input. There is nothing to reduce in the stack, so we are performing shift action. So D is pushed to the top of the stack and D can be reduced to E. So E, and now plus is pushed to the top of the stack and again D is pushed to the top of the stack. Now D is reduced to E and now star is pushed to the top of the stack. We can think that E plus C can be further reduced, but here plus is having less precedence than star. So star is pushed. Now again D is pushed to the top of the stack. Now D is reduced to E. Now there is nothing to push to the top of the stack as the input is exhausted. Now E star E can be reduced to E. Now E plus C is reduced to E. This is the final state as the stack is having only a start symbol and input is completely exhausted. So this is the valid string. Now I will discuss another example. Now I had taken a string d plus dd. Similarly, at the initial state, the stack will be having only a dollar and the input is given as d plus dd, which should be followed by dollar. So as there is nothing to reduce in the stack, now we are performing shift action. So d is pushed to the top of the stack. Now d is reduced to e. Now again plus is pushed and now d is pushed to the top of the stack. Now d is reduced to e. Now E plus E is reduced to E and D is pushed to the top of the stack. The input is completed, but the stack is having a start symbol and an input symbol, so it cannot be further reduced, which is an invalid string. Now I am going to show you the code of shift reduce parsing in C. So this is the code for shift reduce parsing. So I have taken a stack of size 100 and an input. So this function push is to push an input symbol or element to the top of the stack, and pop function to remove the top element of the stack and display. And in main function, I am just displaying the grammar and I am taking the input. So if the input is only dollar and the top of the stack is dollar, then it is an null input. If it is not, then these actions are performed through the shift and reduce. So if the top two elements are E and dollar, that means only start symbol at the top of the stack and the input is also completely adjusted, so only dollar is remain. Then it is a valid string, so valid will be printed. And if the top of the stack is dollar, then we will push an input symbol to the top of the stack. And if the top of the stack is D, it can be reduced to E. If the top three elements are E plus C, then it will be reduced to E. And if the top three elements are E star E, similarly it will be reduced to E. Or if the top three elements are closed bracket E and open bracket, then it can also be reduced to T. By using the production rules, we are reducing the elements in the stack. So if the input is dollar, then it will be invalid. Now I am going to run this code. So I am giving the same string that I explained. So D plus D star D should be followed by dollar. So the same thing happened. First D is pushed to the top of the stack and D is reduced, and now plus is pushed and D is pushed. Now D is reduced. Now again star is pushed. Now again D is pushed to the top of the stack and reduced. Now E star E is reduced. Now again E plus C is reduced to E. So the input is completed and the only start symbol is at the top of the stack. So it is a valid. Now I am giving another input. So D plus DD should be followed by dollar. So similar thing had happened. So first D is pushed to the top of the stack. Now again D is reduced to E. Now plus is pushed. Now D is pushed to the top of the stack. And again D is reduced to E. So now E plus C is reduced to E. Now D is pushed to the top of the stack. The input is completed, but the stack is not having only the start symbol, so it cannot be reduced further, so it shows invalid. So finally, thank you.